Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install C-Style, which is the program you use to program the TJ3B. I have one right here. Um, and I'm going to be showing you guys the basics of how to program in it and also give you guys a challenge I want you guys to try. So let's get into it. Alright, so open a new tab and go to robomov.net. So enter that, press enter. Then you'll be greeted with the homepage of RoboMov. Go to Downloads and Video. And now there's some options right here. You're going to click the C style for TJ3B right here. And it should lead you to this screen. Just download this. Download anyway. Okay, so once it is downloaded, you are going to want to extract it. So just go to your downloads folder and then right click it. And extract all. Just press extract. It should extract the zip file for you. Okay, now this should pop up. Now go into the folder and then click on the C style setup with the red icon. If any security pops up, press yes. And then press driver install first because you most likely haven't installed the driver yet. So yeah, just click next and it should install the driver. Okay, so when it's done, click finish and the driver install is complete. So now you are ready to install the actual C-Style. So click C-Style install. Okay, now press next. Yeah, just install. Alright, now C-Style should be installed, so you can close the installer and then type in your toolbar C minus and it should pop up right here. And then click that. The first time you open it, it's gonna say which language you want and press English if you're English. And yeah, this will pop up. So this is like the main programming screen. This is like a new file. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to make the robot just go forward. So the command you are going to want to use is this motor block right here. Now click that motor block and then click once more in this empty green space to place it. Now what this motor block does is it sets the motors to a certain power. So right here it's setting the right motor to 50% power right here. I can adjust that. Right now I'm wanting to 50%. And then the left motor I can adjust the power to. So if we set it to 50%, 50%, it would go forward. So then we press OK. Now, right now, it would just set the motors to 50%, 50%, and just not do anything else. So it would just continue going forward. What we want to do is we want to go forward for 1 second. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the hourglass. This is wait, so it would just pause the program. So by default, it's 1 second. You can adjust it to 60 seconds, like 0.1 seconds, yeah. And whatever, we're going to set it to, let's see, 0.5 seconds, just because I don't have much space on my desk. So press OK, and then now it's setting the motors to 50%, 50%, waiting, but then it's not doing anything, so we need it to set the motors to stop. Now, how we're going to do that is we're going to click the motor block again and click an empty space again. And now we're going to set the motors to 0%, 0%. That way it's going to stop the motors. So press OK to place that. Now what it's going to do, set the motors to go forward and then wait 1 second so the motors would go forward, or wait 0.5 seconds, sorry. The motors would go forward for 0.5 seconds, then it would set the motors to 0%, 0%, which would stop it. So now how you would upload this is you would grab this cable that is hopefully included in your TJ3B kit, and you're going to plug this side into your computer. and then you're gonna plug this side into the TJ3B. So, okay, and now make sure to turn on your TJ3B like that. This switch right here, the LED should start blinking. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to press build. Now, what build does, the first time around, it's gonna ask you to save your file if you haven't saved it already. Um, you can call it like test1 or whatever you want to call your program, then press save. Now, what this build button does is it converts your block commands to C code. So if I press that, then you see here is C code. Yeah, so it just compiles it for you, and then when you press OK, it will lead you to the download button. And now you need to check if you have the cable plugged in and the robot turned on. And then if that is the case, you should be able to press start and it should start uploading or downloading. But if you have trouble with this, double check if your robot is on, if your cables are plugged in, and yeah, so. Okay, now the program should be uploaded into this robot, and I'm going to run the program. I'm going to unplug this just because. And then now, just for good measure, I like turning it off and then turning it back on again. And then if I press the pink start switch, it should do my program. Yep, it just went forward for 0.5 seconds and then stopped. Let's try it again. Alright. It seems like the left motor is much stronger than the right. Or, no, it's just the screw messing with it. So I have a screw that's like um, touching the wheel, so it's making it harder for the wheel to spin, so that's why it's going in a crooked direction. But if I unscrew that, the wheel should make it go forward. So one more thing I want to show you guys is the if and while statements. Okay, so the if and while statements are very important. In the challenge I'm going to give you at the end, this is very important. So the while loop, you would just click it and click on an empty space, just like you would any block. And then right now I'm going to show you guys the infinite loop. So click infinite loop. What this does is once the program enters the loop, it will just infinitely do whatever is inside here. So it's very useful when you want the robot to just keep on doing something. And then the if statement is very useful also if you want the robot to do something if something happens. So what you would do to place it inside the while loop, you would click the block um, right after where you want to place it. So in this case, end while, I would click that, and then it places it right inside the while loop. So then we would be using sensor check because we want to do something if, let's say, a touch sensor is triggered. So sensor check, and then right here you can choose which sensor. So CN1 would be the ball sensor, CN2 would be the line sensor, CN3 would be the left touch sensor, CN4 would be the R touch sensor, and then I think this is central touch. And then let's say, okay, if the central touch sensor is greater than, um, let's say 50%, so that means I believe if the central touch is triggered, then we can press OK, we set the condition, then we need to say what we want to do. Then we could say, okay, I want you to move backwards. So you would go backwards, and then I wanted to go backwards for 1 second. So I'd put the wait, and then I would put the stop command. Okay, so now what it would do, go forward for 0.5 seconds, stop, enter the while loop, and then if the central touch is pressed, then it would go backward. So let's see if it does that. When you press build for the second time, it would say you want to overwrite. I usually overwrite if, yeah, so. Okay. Now, when the red text shows up, this means your robot is not on or the robot is not plugged in, most likely. So what you need to do, in this case, I don't have it plugged in, so I'll plug it in. And now if I turn the robot off and turn the robot on, it should automatically start downloading. Okay, I have my robot right here. Now unplug it. Now hopefully it would do what I programmed it to do. Okay, it went forward, and then if I press the central touch, yep, it went backward for 1 second. So, yep, we successfully used while loops, if loops, and motor commands and wait commands. Now I have this one challenge I want you guys to do, and it's called the Bottle Sumo Bot Challenge. I'll play the video now, so yeah, hopefully you guys are able to do that. Okay, so good luck on the challenge. I hope you guys are able to accomplish that. No worries if you aren't able to do that. We'll probably be going over how to do that and debugging your code for the first live stream. If you are able to completely like demolish the challenge, then I recommend you order like the infrared bolt from the RoboMove website because then you can go and try out tracking the ball, and you would be that much closer to playing soccer with this, which is awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys luck with the challenge. So I just realized I forgot to demonstrate how to delete, copy, paste blocks, and I want to demonstrate again how to insert a block in between blocks. So I'm going to do that right now. So how you delete or copy or cut any blocks is you go to the block you want to cut or copy, and then you go to the left block of it. So this side of this stop block, for example, you would click that side, and then options pop up right here. Let's say you want to delete the block, you would press the delete button, then a confirmation pops up right here. You would just press yes, and then as you can see, it deleted the block. Now, let's say you wanted to insert that block back again, and so what you would do is you would go to the motor control, click that, right? And instead of clicking the green space over here, you would click the block right after where you wanted to insert the motor block. So in this case, it would be the infinite loop. So I would click the left portion of that, and then it, as you can see, inserted it right above the while loop. And now I would correct this to 0, 0 because that's what I want, and then press OK. Now we have our stop block right where we wanted. So now I hope you guys join the Discord because a lot of I will be there and the other community will be there. So if you have any trouble, you guys can ask anything in the Discord. So definitely join the Discord server, and I'll see you guys in the live stream. See ya.